Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of November 2021. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome and I invite you to subscribe. I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my Morgan Greer Tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And then I will close out your reading, Virgo, with a Secret Language of Color Oracle card. I also want to thank you all so much for the positive feedback I've gotten about the free checklist that I talked about last month. This is a checklist of the 6 things you need to have in place before you quit your job and go into business for yourself. If you're interested in getting a free copy, instantly, I will have that information in the description. Also, I want to let you know that my first course has been launched, and it is how to start and grow a tarot YouTube channel. I've had so many of you ask me about this over the years. So that course is now live, and I will have a link for that in the description as well in case you are interested. All right, Virgo. Let's go ahead and get right into the reading. I'm feeling very anxious, and I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm a Virgo, but I am feeling very anxious. What do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of November 2021? Okay, Virgo. Now, we got this Knight of Swords here. Then we got the Ten of Swords, which they're not horrible cards, but they're not my favorites. So, but it does look like the Knight of Swords is somebody not showing up, and it feels like a betrayal. And I feel like this person not showing up, it feels like a betrayal to you, Virgo, because you were expecting this to kind of be a little bit of a game changer in your financial world. So maybe someone promised you a job. Maybe someone promised you a lead. Maybe someone promised you some customers, right? And for whatever reason, they flake out, or they don't do what they promised, or they lie, or whatever the case may be. And I'm feeling like that's what this is going on here. So it's like our expectations were high and someone disappointed us, and it almost feels like a betrayal, even though that was not what the person was intending to do. But the reason why it feels like a betrayal to us is because Virgos are very direct. We're very pragmatic. We're very much like, if you say you're going to do something, then we believe you're going to do it, because that's how we are, right? So, maybe it was someone promising you something, like I said, and you just feel like, what? Like, this was supposed to be, helping me make more money, or this was supposed to be, a job that I thought I could count on, a little side gig or something. And so that's what it feels like. But the thing is what we have to realize, Virgo, is that the person didn't intend to do this, but this is how it feels. And so we interpret it that way. We interpret it as like, yeah, this person like literally betrayed me because they said X, Y, and Z. So now my money's all messed up, or now my, plans are all messed up. So, I know that's probably not, an exciting, or positive way to start the month. But the thing is having this realization that it's not personal and it's not intentional kind of gives me a little bit of peace. And I'm hoping that as, other Virgos are watching this, that you guys understand that too. Nobody is intending to hurt us, even though we're taking it as such, and it is going to probably disappoint us in some way. We have to understand that that's not really what it is. So next we have the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands means that there's some changes happening in the workplace. There's some changes happening, and these are more like physical changes, environmental changes. Maybe your office relocates, maybe you get new furniture, maybe there's a change in staffing. It's like something, tangible where like you feel these changes externally as well as internally. Now, the thing about that is that we have to pay attention because sometimes these changes can disrupt, our thought patterns and our feelings as it relates to, our finances, our work, our goals, what we're trying to do to create more, money for ourselves, to create increase, to create more profits, to create more sales, whatever. So understand that there's going to be a lot of external changes going on, but you have to remember not to let it disrupt what's going on internally. Next, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Now, this is good because this is breaking free of self-limiting thoughts or our own self-imposed limitations. We have the World card, which is a beautiful card because this is a card of completion. It also means that the world is coming together for you in a very harmonious, holistic way. The other thing about the World card is sometimes this means travel. There could be some very pleasant traveling going on for you. Now, it's funny because in some of the other signs, I've been seeing cards that say travel delays. But for you, Virgo, I see a very nice, potentially wonderful travel experience. Now, maybe it may not be something major where you have to get on a plane. Could be a road trip. Could be you just going to another town, maybe having a staycation, whatever. But the thing is like it's going to be really, really good. Things are going to come together in a very good way. And the thing is you're going to probably get some creative ideas out of this experience, which in turn are going to make you more profitable in some way. Next, we have the Emperor in the reverse. Now, this is something we have to pay attention to because the Emperor in reverse means that sometimes things are not as under control as we think they are or that we think they should be. Again, I think a lot of this goes to our it goes back to our own Virgo tendencies where we like things orderly. We like things to, be how they're supposed to be. Sometimes we just got to be flexible, and I think being flexible is going to give you a lot more of a relaxed energy when it comes to attracting more money, when it comes to making more money, when it comes to working smarter and not harder. Okay, Virgo? All right, let's continue on. And see what else shows up for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. Nice. For the month of November 2021. Now, I also want to mention I'm using a new microphone, so if you see the cord kind of floating in the frame here, I apologize. I'm not sure if I like this microphone, but I'm giving it a try. All right, Virgo, so as we move into the second week of November, things are looking really good. Things are actually looking a lot better than they did in the first week, especially with these two cards here, but let's start with the Seven of Cups. Looks like someone's going to approach you with a lot of ideas on maybe some money-making ventures. A couple of them are probably going to be attractive. Looks like you're going to make a decision for that. You probably will accept one of these opportunities is what I'm seeing here. There's going to be some that don't exactly resonate with you, but there's going to be one thing. Someone's going to either tell you, hey, there's a new opportunity, or join my business or buy this product, whatever. And it's really going to kind of be like, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. This is exactly what I need right now. Next, we got some more good news. The Page of Swords. This is something being discontinued, stopped, but it's going to work out in your favor. There's also going to be a financial benefit to whatever it is. I'm feeling like for some of you, this is going to be the end of a significant relationship. And when I say that, I don't mean a personal relationship, but I feel like you know, like sometimes when you're at work and there's a client that just gets on your nerves and you really don't want to deal with him or her anymore. Well, I feel like that could be a situation for some of you, and then that client leaves, you know, and yes, if a client leaves, you're not making that money, but then that opens the space up for someone better to come in. That's what I'm feeling like this is here. You know, and it could be in a personal relationship too. You know, it could be maybe someone who's just draining you and they leave, you know, they go away again, and then that benefits you financially. But I am getting really good energies. A really good something is coming from this Page of Swords here. All right, next we got the Nine of Wands in the upright position. Now, in this particular deck, it looks like a good thing because it looks like this guy is just kind of moving in a new direction. You know, it's like he realizes, okay, this doesn't work, so I'm going to pivot, and I feel good about making this choice. And that's what I feel like the card is communicating to me right now. Is like you're ready to pivot, Virgo, or you're also ready to do a bunch of things. You know, there's no limit as to what you can do, and you're going to try and be omnipresent. You're going to try and be everywhere. You're going to try and do everything. Now, of course, not everything is going to be a grand success, but you're going to have more successes than not. You're going to have more wins than losses only because you're up leveling, you're 10xing, you are expanding what you do. You are growing your efforts far and wide, and that is definitely going to create a bigger platform for you. So that's really, really good. Next, we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups in the reverse is the Wish card. It's not a negative card in my readings. Doesn't matter how it shows up. Just means you're getting your wish to a lesser degree. Maybe you don't get, you know, the thousands upon thousands, but you might get hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. Whatever it is, we're here for it. Next up, we got the Star card. That's literally you being the star of the show, Virgo. Are you becoming a little celebrity within your niche, within your industry, within your within your community, within the people around you, in your town, whatever the case may be? It looks like you are going to be the star of the show. The other good thing about the Star card is that it's a positive health card. It's a vibrant health and vitality, healing, wellness, all those good things, you know, nature. It's just a very, very positive card. Finally, we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Be careful about being too overly generous, Virgo. I know that is something that I have struggled with in the past by giving too much, you know, especially to people who don't deserve it or people who don't return the favor. Just be careful that you're not overgiving in any way, especially financially, but also with your time, your attention, your resources, and your energy. All right, Virgo, let's see what else shows up. Interesting. You got that repeater of the Nine of Cups. What else is showing up for Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of November 2021? All right, Virgo. So we have the Nine of Pentacles here in the reverse. Now, as we move into the second half of November, looks like some assistance comes through, but it doesn't come through in the way that we want it to. Either somebody shows up late with something financial, or it's less than what we were expecting, right? So it could be a loan or something. You know, maybe we thought we were going to get $100,000 loan. We only get $70,000. But there's some type of financial assistance that either doesn't show up or it doesn't show up to the degree that we were expecting it to. Doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but it does mean that, you know, you're going to have to re-strategize and you're probably going to have to make some new decisions as a result of that. Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse talks about things changing rather quickly. And I'm not surprised because of this card right next to it. So, you know, you could have one set of circumstances and then suddenly, boom, all of a sudden those circumstances change and you have to figure out something new. You have to kind of, have a new approach, have a new game plan, have some new actions that you're taking in order to kind of compensate for these changes that just suddenly kind of showed up. And again, there is a financial aspect to that. Next, we got the Nine of Cups, another good card. Like I said, this is a good card. Your wish is showing up. It's just not as much as you thought it was going to be, but it's still good. It means that, you're starting to get signs and feedback and confirmation that whatever it is that you're hoping for is on its way. We also have the Six of Cups. This is a reunion. This is reconnecting with someone from your past. Looks like it's going to be something very pleasant, something very joyful. Could be an old coworker, an old boss, maybe someone from college, or whatever the case may be, but it looks like it's going to be a beautiful reconnection, and it's going to be something very positive. Now, here's where it gets good, because I even think that this could lead to a very powerful relationship here. We have someone from our past showing up, reconnecting. We have the Ace of Cups, which is the start of a brand new relationship. Then we have the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean an actual marriage, but it could be for a lot of you. But marriage also means like a joining together. A partnership could be a new business relationship where it just works out and you guys kind of make it official. You sign the paperwork and you're official business partners now. But I do see a relationship coming together and strengthening together in a very beautiful way. And there's definitely going to be some monetary gain, it looks like here too. Now, it doesn't mean that you're marrying someone for money, although, hey, if that's your jam, I'm not going to judge. But it does mean that, you're going to have a mutually beneficial thing, okay? You're going to come together and both of you are going to gain something out of this relationship, whether it be personal, business, or a mixing of both. All right, Virgo. Let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances. Prosperity and abundance for the month of November 2021. All right, you're going to have a good second half of the month because I see some celebrations, some coming together, some future planning taking place, Virgo. This is very exciting. Let's start with the Three of Swords in the reverse. I love seeing this card in the reverse because this means healing from some emotional stuff, overcoming something that was holding you back, clearing the space, releasing, forgiving, healing some emotions that were causing some type of trouble or struggle in your financial life. Now, a lot of us understand there is a connection between money and emotions, and sometimes when our emotions are wounded, then our money can also reflect that. But it looks like here with the Three of Swords in the reverse, Virgo, you are definitely healing something and you are releasing something, and that's definitely going to kind of allow the money to flow and the energy to flow easier. Looks like you're definitely going to be getting some new options here as it relates to your money. Could it be part of this relationship here, this new coming together, this new partnership moving into the following week? That's very possible. Next, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in reverse means that you definitely need to start learning more. Challenge yourself to learn something as it relates to your money, Virgo, because from what I'm seeing here, it's going to pay off in some way unexpectedly. Not right now, but probably within a few months, you're going to be like, wow, I'm so glad I studied, fill in the blank, real estate, crypto, investing, managing my money, budgeting, whatever. You're going to be like, I'm so glad I studied that because now I'm really able to use that information to my advantage and it will pay off. You will see a financial reward because of it. I talked about future planning here. This is very exciting. Then we have the Three of Cups. This is a celebration of some sort. Congratulations, a party maybe. If it is part of this whole wedding thing that I saw here, I'm not surprised. But whatever it is, looks like you're going to be having fun with a lot of people towards the end of the month. And, you know, we're moving into the holiday season, so I wouldn't be surprised about that either. So, Virgo, I want to say that there's some lessons to be learned here, but also I think it's more about self-awareness and also you surrendering to what is instead of trying to force anything. That's kind of what I'm feeling is kind of the theme of this reading here. All right, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Secret Language of Color Oracle card. You got card number 44. This is a lavender, and it says connect to body, mind, and soul. Yes, connect to body, mind, and soul. I love that. And this is a beautiful card and beautiful colors. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Virgo. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.